Well, I've.
What
Oh,
was it
I
doing?
didn't know. I was muted.
It's never right. I tell you, it's never right. You lied to me.
I was muted and I'm not in full screen. And the chat.
Oh
And
my god.
I haven't set the
Actual
chat up.
amateur. This is episode 88, Callum. You still don't know how to go full screen. Are we unmute at this point?
Yeah.
I believe it. I just saw it catch up on the other screen.
There we go.
It's beautiful. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Guys, if you haven't subscribed
Evening,
yet,
a day.
please do.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to have to work out if it's that side or that side. There's a little bell and a subscribe button. If you haven't done that button yet, please do that button. We love it.
Have you ever done the bell thing?
500 subs. They've changed it. YouTube, you can now monetize at 500 subscribers.
So we need 500.
They have.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They halved it the other
That's
day.
wicked. That's
Huge
wicked.
news.
Yeah,
Huge.
I think we just need to post rage bait until.
Yeah, what
definitely.
we need more like screenshots and screenshots of us going.
Yeah.
I can't believe what
To be fair,
happened.
right, since I've added the red arrows to the
Podcast gone
thumbnail,
wrong.
right, red arrow in the thumbnail double the views every time. Like, we
Yeah.
go from like 9 views, whatever, to like 16, 18, 20, 30 views. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've got to have the arrow in the thumbnail.
Need arrows. You need to get a red circle and a pyramid in the red
No,
circle.
yeah.
That's the one that gets me every time. It could be any old title, and I'll be like, ooh, I wonder what's in the pyramids.
Yeah.
Get them, boys. Anyway, let's get this shit underway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are Regional 1, or at least one half of Regional 1. Tonight, joining us this evening, we have Galaxey. Galaxey? How am I saying it?
Hello. Galaxey, yeah.
Galaxey. Awesome. Good to meet you, sir. Thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
How's your week been? You been up to much?
Mate, I've just been working my absolute bum off all week.
You can swear, don't worry.
Cool. I've been working my balls off all week, man. I think I've done like a 70-hour week. So it's nice to just get back.
And it's only Tuesday.
Have a chat.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, last week. I'm lost now. I'm lost.
So we will immediately derail. That's just how we
Yeah.
do it. Anyways,
Just a
yeah.
bit.
So for those guys watching who don't know what kind of music you make, how about would you be able to describe your music and your artistry to us?
Yeah, of course. I'm a hip hop artist. Born and bred in Bedford. I'm a very typical, like I do the more American approach to hip hop. Lyricism, something I focus on the most. And when it comes to how things sound, I want to make sure everything's perfect and sort of. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, really, when it comes to
Absolutely.
music.
That's really cool. What kind of influences would you say you have? Have you got like 3-4 artists that sort of inspired you to make music?
Biggest one's Eminem. I think share a similar background in ways. I'm not going to say like, oh, he suffered a lot more things, but when it comes to things like bullying at school and just how we were raised, moving from house to house to house, sort of had similarities that I could relate to, and I just thought the way he rhymes and puts words together is so like just baffling to me. The way he does some things. He's my main influence, but I like all the OGs, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, a bit of Rakim and LL Cool J. I do love a bit of LL. But yeah, people like that really. Even to the more modern day of J. Cole and Joyner Lucas, I love them all.
Awesome, man. That's fantastic. And how long have you been writing and producing music?
I've been writing since I can remember, probably about 10 years old, 11 years old. It was like my way of venting out, I felt, and producing not too long, to be fair. About 4 or 5 years now. I'm 20 now. I've been producing since I was 16, 17 maybe.
Awesome.
Just found a proper love for it.
And do you self-produce all your music, or do you go into studios? How do you work?
Yeah, I've my bedroom is my studio. My microphone's set up. I've got Yamaha speakers. And yeah, I just do it all at home. It's cheaper that way, I feel like, as well.
Absolutely,
in
yeah.
the long
It's
run.
crazy how
Yeah.
affordable that's become. Actually, I mean,
Mm,
I don't know
100%.
about you. We sort of lived through that time where it started to become something you could possibly do from home. And
Yeah.
over time, now we're just like producing all our demos from home and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
obviously, from a band perspective, it's much better when it comes to like live drums and stuff. Going to a recording
cool.
studio, having all the equipment, it really is how much of a down payment that studio's had,
Mm,
how many microphones they've got and
Yeah.
whatnot.
And we've got
You probably
yeah,
see those.
hundreds of amps and
Yeah.
things. You know, like
yeah.
when you go to the studio and they're just
Different
like,
animal
here's
altogether,
we've got
but
15 different compressors and a million
I was
of these
gonna
amps.
say, yeah. You
that's
don't, you
mad.
don't, you don't need like all these hardware or all this hardware these days as much. So it's a lot more affordable. Like they
Yeah,
used to be what 2-3 grand a piece sometimes. It's ridiculous money.
yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. And no, that's really cool, man. So, just curious, what I assume you're an Apple guy in that case, if you're self-producing, are you? Or
No, not at all.
oh,
I'm on Windows.
good man.
Ableton Live.
Ableton, nice, dude. Yeah, I was gonna ask which door you're on, but yeah, I'm a Pro Tools guy. I'm a live recording guy.
Oh yeah,
Pro Tools mix and master from there. Yeah, it's pretty good.
nice.
It's good for like when you got a lot of channels, but obviously,
Yeah, it does a
it's
job.
not so good for the digital end of it. But that's where you bring in other
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
Cool. So basically, the format this evening. Hopefully, Callum's got a few sort of like pre-written questions. We've got a few questions we'll ask everyone. A few questions that will be specific to yourself.
Mm.
And I'll hand over to you now, Callum. Go for it.
I was going to ask. We were kind of talking about it a little bit earlier before the stream started, but how's like do you do many live shows and things like that around?
Yeah, I mean, I try to. I do try to. But like we were saying before stream, like living in Bedford's where I'm from. I feel like the amount of people from Bedford that actually support you compared to the ones that want to see you lose are drastic. Like you wouldn't have so few people that will come to a show and support you and will listen to your music, but you'll have so many people trying to downplay you. That's just Bedford for you. They're toxic. A lot of people around here. But I do try and get into as many shows as I can. You know, I travel to Leighton Buzzard, trying to travel to Northampton and more London shows at the moment. But yeah, I've got none coming up just because I've been ill recently and I'm not sure when this illness is going to go away. I've been told I need to limit my voice. But until then, just writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Man.
That's all you can
You
do.
got to keep yourself busy, haven't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I've got to.
But
yeah, I'd love to get some shows down this year, 100%.
Yeah, I'm fingers crossed for you, dude.
Yes. And how do you go about the writing process? Is there like themes and things you go to, or do you just pull inspiration from everything and just whatever's on your mind?
Yeah, it depends. It depends at the time, to be honest. Sometimes I'll be, as I said, needing to vent. I'll just write down anything, notes, what happened in the day, blah blah blah, and then eventually I'll come back to it and figure out a rhyme pattern and put them together into words. Or I've got a song I've done yesterday. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's just jotted all over the place, like
Just
lyrics
madness
at the
notes.
top corner. You know, I'll be writing a verse. Let's say I'm dedicated to a verse now. I'll think of something 8 bars in the future, and I'm thinking, right, that don't fit here. I'll chuck it like in the top left corner or something, and just come back to it.
Yeah.
That's my process. I just take it as it comes, but I try and make it as authentic to me as I can, in a way that keeps me motivated, and I don't lose interest. I always write on a notepad. Writing on my phone, I don't. I can't see it all piecing together the way I see it.
I
on
find
a
the
notepad.
same. I find the same. There's some weird things around that as well. I think, like, so depending on like the mood of what you're writing as well, it could be how your handwriting changes and all sorts of shit. I like it to be like slightly visual. And I don't know about you, like if it's going to be a louder part, I tend to write bigger and stuff like that. And it's more, it's so much more of like a visual stimulus as well when you come back to it, because it'd be really easy to forget like the melody or the rhythm or the rhyme, and when you then look at it and it's in that format, you actually, I feel like it's a better trigger to remind yourself what it was going to be. Obviously, that and sending ridiculous voice notes to the band.
yeah, that must get annoying.
Oh yeah,
I feel sorry for your band members.
Oh man, honestly, I've sent some pretty just pretty useless voicemails and all sorts to like Stevie in the past. I'd be like, I've got a riff idea, and I'd be like,
You're at work,
It'd just
leave
be
me
on his
alone.
phone. Yeah.
Trying to serve customers here.
Yeah, exactly that. And it just, yeah. Oh well, he has to deal with it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's the whole point of a band,
Definitely.
isn't it?
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, it's a pretty wild little family we got.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm just curious, actually. Just away from music, outside of music, what kind of hobbies do you have, or are you primarily music and that's your lot?
So yeah, no, music's my main focus these days. I'm a huge football fan. I've played football my whole life. Football was my career path until just I got injured too many times, and then needed to sort of figure out something else because I knew it wasn't going to happen. And I thought music, like, I really love doing this, and I thought I'd push on. But yeah, other than music and football, not really much. I just love working, earning money. I love my cars.
Nice.
Got a few cars that I just work on, buy them, flipping, work on them, and then do whatever with it. I'll either drive it or flog it off because I'm fed up with it.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah. What kind of cars you done? Like, what have you got? A few models in particular?
Well, my dad's got a Volkswagen Corrado G60 from the early 90s. I've got a Toyota MR2 from the early 90s. I've got a BMW 3 Series, which I've used as my daily. But other than that, yeah, I've got just stuff like that, really. Old school
cool,
cars.
Man. And you said, do you do like the mechanics on it then, or is it more the body and what?
I'm trying to learn the mechanics, but I just
a lot of work.
I'm a bit useless. I'm a bit useless with that. I didn't pay attention to my dad when I was a kid, so yeah, sort of regret doing that. But no, I'll fix bits here and there and do modifications and stuff. It's just, yeah, that's more my part.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really
cool.
That
is the never-ending hobby, isn't it? We've got. I think we all know someone who's just had their car, like a car in a garage, where they've been working on it for like years and years and years. It's just like it's never finished. It's never ever going to be finished.
And it never will.
No,
never will.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I've taken the engine out again.
Yeah, cleaned it again. It was a bit dusty after 10 years. Classic. Yeah, dude. Cool. Back to you, Cap.
I was gonna say, do you make all your own beats, or do you more buy them or find them, sample them?
No, so beats are something I'm still trying to learn. I'm a very weird learner with things. Like, if I don't get it, I won't get it. And I'm really trying to get it because I really want to. But beats is just something I've never been able to wrap my head around. I'm more vocal engineering. That's my forte. You know, I've done that. I've done it and I clicked with it straight away. You know, within a week, I understood near enough all of it. But yeah, vocal producing, I do myself. I record all myself. I work with producers. I've got producers that are friends, so there's not too much of a putback. But as I said, I want to learn to make my own beats just because, once again, it's cheaper. I know how I want things. And working with other producers where they know your style is amazing. But then it's relying on them to get back to you, them sorting out, you know, copyright issues and sample issues, etc.
Yeah.
So I am trying to learn it, but it's one of them things I'm just only just sort of going back to after a few years of trying and failing.
It's a tough one, to be fair. Like, it takes a bit of time to get into, I think, the beat creation side. I mean, I'm from like a drumming background, so I was quite fortunate on that front, where when it comes to the digital side of it, it does map really well from learning like music theory on the drums. So maybe worth having a look at some drumming, even like that. That's a really good way in, because once you understand like the different parts of the kit, even, you know, roughly what they're for. And honestly,
I know how
it
works when you're getting like your voice in between patterns and stuff. I understand all of that, but when it comes to actually laying a drum pattern, I'm no clue. Absolutely
making it happen.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I'll have a think about that. See if off air afterwards there's anything we can recommend in terms of good programs or plugins to use, because we've used a few good ones in the past.
Yeah, that would be good.
And how do you go about finding all the beats and everything? Because obviously you've written the song. Is it like a whole library like kind of thing, and you just search like what the kind of mood you're going for? Or is it just you just going through a list and just hoping you find something which will stick with your song?
It's a weird one because when I started, I would just scroll YouTube for ages for beats until I found one. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll use that, and then I'll write to that. And then I started getting fed up of doing that, so I just wrote a load of lyrics here and there, just literally one line, one word, one fucking double entendre there, and then eventually I'd sort of find a beat, find lyrics that I've wrote previously, and go, that works with that. Let's build off of that, and then start writing from there. And nowadays it's more a case of, because I'm working on a project, I'm working with a producer constantly, and I'm saying, right, this is the vibe I want. This is what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I want, like, now I'm a bit more experienced as well. Now I know my sound a bit more. I know what my influences are. I'll say, like, I want a Eminem Beautiful Pain type beat, and then he'll send me something that's nothing like what I thought.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what, that works, and then I just keep writing fluently to it. That's sort of how I go about it now. I'll say this is what I want to one of my producers, and then we'll work together. And I know bits and bobs here. My mate was around yesterday, and I'll say to him like, "Oh, that sample there, right? Use that, cool." And then once he's putting it all together, I'll say, "Oh, there needs to be a kick here or a 808 here, or maybe try this kick pattern." And I'll say that, like, I know sort of, I'm learning from listening what I should be hearing
Yeah.
and what I want to hear, but it's just actually laying it down myself and using the softwares myself and stuff like that.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. Do you know what? I feel like that's probably the hardest thing, is translating from mind to door. Actually, that's like the hardest thing ever. I mean,
Yeah.
we always get it like from a communications front. Like, I don't play guitar, so communicating like guitar ideas to the guitarist is really interesting.
Yeah.
But that's
like,
easy with drums. We got a whole language. Yeah, I'm like, I
Yeah.
want like a ba 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 ba, and they're like, yeah, right, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Same goes for producers as well. And then obviously, like I say, on the drums end of it, me and Aaron, our drummer, we have full conversations where you just see, like, you see Stevie's eyes, our guitarist, they just glaze over. He's like, I see you're speaking a different language right now. We're like, boom, boom, ga, 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 boom, and all this. Yeah, it is a strange one, isn't it? I think music is another language, isn't it? It's very strange.
But we learn it and we love it. So that's
Oh, yeah.
just how it is, man. That's just how it
Fun
is.
way to express. Yeah.
Definitely.
I've lost where we are in my questions.
Uh-oh.
He's lost them all.
Yeah.
He's lost his mind.
What were we talking about? I was talking about all the making beats.
beat creation.
Yeah.
Beat roots.
Beat roots.
Talking about beat
root
roots.
of the beats. I suppose it is beat roots. Think about it.
That'd be good.
That'd be a sick, like, farmer drum and bass album.
Beetroot. Yeah.
MC Beetroot.
That's the farm theme. Hell yeah, dude.
So,
That was so dumb.
you were saying you've got a new project. That was it. You were saying you've got a new project.
Yeah.
Is it a new album or is it an EP you're doing?
It's a double album.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's my
Going
first.
in
It's
hard,
my first.
dude.
Yeah, it's my first official album. I mean, I released something a few years ago that wasn't great. I was sort of experimenting with myself and seeing what sounded good. Like, this is when I was learning. I was 15, I think.
Nice, dude. Is that student freestyle?
So the student freestyle was referencing it. The album was called Galaxey. Now, the freestyle referenced my old album, just saying it was shit, blah blah blah, and I was sort of mocking critics, saying, "Oh, Galaxy was shit, Galaxy was trash, blah blah blah." And then I'm just saying, "Look, I'm back now, like, doing my thing. How good I've become since then." But
Sick, man, yeah.
but this album's huge. it's going to be a big one. I've got 22 songs on the deluxe
Holy
edition.
shit. That is
18
wild.
songs, 18 songs on the normal standard edition, double-sided. And it's heavily inspired by Nipsey Hussle. I don't know if you know who he is. He's also
Sure,
one of
no.
my biggest influences. Heavily inspired by him. The first song I basically try and not copy, but try and take parts of his style and embed it into what I'm doing for the first song.
Nice.
And there's some big features on there as well. Some very big features on there, but that's coming out this year. Was planned for July, but due to being ill and not having a couple songs finished, I've had to push that back, unfortunately. But hopefully soon. Hopefully I'll have a 6-week release schedule.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
It's
You're gonna
called
drop some
Poetry in
singles,
Motion.
music videos, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I've got a couple of singles coming through. I'm going on holiday to Alicante on the 30th.
Hell
So I'm
yeah.
going to try and get a music video out there because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's good there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it'll be pretty cheap out there as well to hire a videographer.
Yeah, probably.
And
Should be able to
yeah,
do
so
that.
exactly. So I'm looking at doing that. Releasing a couple of singles and then go quiet for a week or two and then boom, like announce it. Album's called Poetry in Motion, and it's I'm I'm looking forward to it. It's
It's a cool name as well. I like that.
Thank you.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. And if you guys haven't listened to Galaxey yet, have a look at Student Freestyle on Spotify. I've dropped a link in the comments, so give that a listen when you can.
Wicked, thank you.
He's typing.
I'm trying
What's
so. I was misspelling everything.
Frez. How much of the album have you written already? Out of 22
Near enough all
songs.
of it.
Oh.
All of it. It's all done. Some songs I need to re-record because I don't like this part, or I've been picking at this album for ages, and then I've said some songs I want to replace with other. I've wrote about 45 songs for the album, and out of them I've picked 22 that I think fit the theme the best and fit it the best. So I'll have basically a whole another double album worth of stuff just in the vault.
Just why not?
I might release one
Bloody
day.
hell. That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. That's prolific.
Yeah. I'll work my ass off with this. I really want it. Like, yeah, I really want a career in music. Definitely.
Oh yeah, man. That's great. Actually, back to your live sort of format as well. So we sort of mentioned it, obviously. Is that motorbike?
Okay, we're good.
Oh, he's doing it. Yeah, I wanted to sort of ask what sort of format you go for when you're playing live. Do you go for sort of backing tracks? Do you have a live producer, a DJ? How does that sort of work? What does that look like when you perform?
It depends on where I'm performing. My first venue that I was constantly going to every month was in Leighton Buzzard, and they had a live band. They had a live band there called April Blue. Very, very good band. And we used to use them. Pardon?
Are they sort of like an in-house sort of thing then? They're sort of like part of the venue almost.
Nah, so yeah, sort of. They hosted the venue, if that makes sense.
Cool. I understand. Yeah.
So yeah, they sort of co-hosted the venue with another guy. But yeah, we used them quite a lot. They were really good. But there was times where they were too loud for the microphones, so we sort of used backing tracks for certain songs depending on the mood or whatever. But yeah, they were really cool, really cool. But since then, to be fair, I haven't done many shows. I went pretty quiet working on the album. Didn't really have much to perform. And done a few shows since in Bedford, just doing backing tracks. Sometimes I'd like to have a bit of a vocal in the background as well, just very, very quietly, just to sort of add to it. I feel like it really adds some effect when performing live rather than
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
my voice.
Yeah, we do some similar stuff actually. So we throw some backing tracks on a few songs where they've got a bit more of a production value to it, and so like one of the things we do put on there is like layered or like effect-based backing vocals as well. So like filtered backing vocals, so that it's like it brings a different sound, doesn't it? It's really cool to be able to do that. Yeah. Sounds like there's 100 voices instead of just the 3 sort of thing. It's really
Exactly, definitely that. And with like choruses and stuff, I'll always have the main left and right vocal, and then I might cut the main vocal out depending on how it sounds.
Yeah.
But I'll have the left and the right one always. So when I'm singing, it's still how it sounds. But if anything, better.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, nice. I got do you know what? Completely random question. Have you ever sort of got into like the cross genre stuff? Because I've been looking at Falling in Reverse lately. Keep dropping really like heavy metal rap, and it's fucking sick. It is a bit mental. Have you heard them before? Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen it, I must admit. But
I'm gonna send you a link. So let me know what you think later.
There's also Paleface Swiss as well. I don't think you heard of Paleface Swiss. Sorry.
No,
they do like this a similar thing, but they'll do like full like new metal kind of stuff, and they'll do like a whole rap side of like one song, and then like bring it back into like metal, and they're a little bit crazy. We'll see them. We'll see them at Bloodstock. That's right.
One thing I do love is like rap and rock. I love rock, or like rock and rap. It's as I said, Eminem's a huge influence. I'll probably mention his name a million times in this podcast. And with him, he done songs like "Dream On" by Aerosmith, and he'll make his own version of that, and it was fucking like the best song I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that. I do want to do more rock rap. I've got a few recorded, but my voice just doesn't suit it properly yet.
It's quite a technique thing that as well, isn't it? It's like something over time you'd have to put your voice in ways to be able to do it, and I guess
exactly. But when I was younger, I started doing it, and I found some lyrics yesterday for that song. I'm gonna try for one of them songs, and I'm gonna try and do that again and see how I sound on it now, because we're talking 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have some tonal differences from then. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it would sound pretty good now, definitely.
Sick. I'll send you some links later. See what you think of them, because
you too.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking wild. Like some of them are really very fast as well. I quite like that.
Yeah, no, that would be sick. I can't wait to listen. Definitely.
The music videos are absolutely insane as well. So anyone watching, if you see
the one with
World Burn,
the one with Tech 9?
He like just jumps out of a helicopter of a plane while it explodes, and then next thing he's like shooting lasers out of his eyes and shit. I was like, what the fuck is? I don't know what the hell's going on.
Budget does he have? Jesus.
Oh mate, his budget's insane. Yeah, like the music videos are absolutely. I've never seen anything like it.
And my cat wants to.
They're insane.
I think it's got Tech 9 on it as well. That video, doesn't it?
That's a different one. The Tech 9 rap is fucking sick as well.
Tech 9 crazy.
I'll find that one for you as well, because that is a really cool song. I think that one's Ronnie, isn't it? Ronald, yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah,
that song's
Ronald.
Absolutely insane. He's got Alex Terrible in there as well for just whatever reason.
Ronald.
Ronald. It's his name, yeah. It's just Ronald. I'll shoot you a link to that one as well. But yeah, that's pretty wild.
Sending me links to all of these things. I love that.
Yeah, man, I love all the cross-pollination of genres. I think it's so fun. Like it's the energy you get.
Of course, Limp Bizkit. Who can forget Limp Bizkit?
Limp Bizkit. They get the most insane mosh pits as well, don't they? I just can't believe what I'm looking at.
See, I thought Limp Bizkit was shit, and I saw them in 2014, and it changed. It absolutely rocked my world. Like, it just completely flipped everything. Like,
I think that would change everything. Yeah.
Like they were absolutely crazy.
Yeah, man. Holy shit.
Although actually, they're pretty good.
Actually, that's a bit of a ride there.
Actually, they're alright.
Oh, it's 2024 that came out. No, I wouldn't have heard it then.
It's well
I recognize it. I definitely recognize it. I've probably seen like a clip of it somewhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think they were doing the rounds on TikTok and all sorts. So yeah, it blew up. Like it was the one. Apparently, he didn't really expect it because it's not like a traditional, regular track where there's like verse, chorus, or anything. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really got a structure. It's more like a crescendo the whole way. So it's he was like really surprised how well it did. But it's
Well,
like
they're
the
all
most
just
popular
rapping
song.
like off the back of each other.
Man, it's sick. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love that.
And then it just goes insanely heavy, and you're like, well, fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Callum, back to you, mate.
My life is like a video game. That's another classic Ronnie Radke song.
Was he in fucking hell? Wasn't he in? Oh, what's the other band? He was in Escape the Fate for a while as well.
Escape the Fate, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an Escape from, or is that
Ashley, baby?
Yeah.
It's such a difference, man. It's insane. That's what prison does to a man, eh? That's what prison does to a guy. You come out like swole, like rapping hard as well. Before that, he had like the most whiny voice ever. Now he's just like fucking solid. Anyway. Aside.
We were talking a little bit before stream as well of people you've seen live. Is there any other people you've seen live? You said you saw Bars of Melody, was it?
Yeah, I saw Bars of Melody with my missus. She wanted to go and see them, so we went. What? No, once. And I went to see Louis Tomlinson, right, for her. Fun fact, as a music artist, I've never seen anyone I want to see live. Only ever gone for her. Only ever, yeah.
To be fair, trying to get to an Eminem show nowadays is fucking insane. I'd be so up for it, but it's going to be like 200 quid a ticket standing, isn't it?
And the rest, mate. Me and my dad, we looked at when he was in Wembley back in, I think it was 2016, 2018. And we looked at tickets. It was like 30 seconds it sold out, by the way.
Yeah.
And we looked at the ticket prices. They were 500, 600 quid.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah. Oh, the resales are insane.
But I've always said, like, now he's coming to the end of his career. Second I see he's performing in the UK or anywhere near the UK, I'm going. I don't care. I'll take a fucking bank loan out or something. I want to experience it once in my life.
I'm totally with you. I'm so keen to see Eminem, actually. Like, I do really want to.
Yeah, I'd love to. I missed
everyone who I know who's seen him has loved it. Like,
yeah, I bet. My dad went years ago. I'm hella jealous. Like, back in 2001 when he first came out. He performed
oh my god!
Keynes. Fucking performed in Milton Keynes. I think he said he was.
That would be the bowl, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And
sick.
That was, mate. Like he said to me, he sounds exactly how he does in real life as he does on the songs. Like there's no like heavy compression on his voice or anything. It's just pure emotion. Obviously now he sort of doesn't sing half the verses. He'll say like 3 words and then someone else will say it. But
still, it's a show though, I guess. Yeah,
exactly. But I can't wait. I'd love to see him. As I said, I missed 50 Cent this year in Manchester, which pissed me off a little bit. But
that was wild.
Yeah, I only found out about it the day before he started. I was like, where was this? Why have I not heard about this?
Yeah, right. Spotify's doing a decent job of promoting shows, but simultaneously a really shit job of promoting shows. I don't know how they're doing it.
It does me sometimes. It would tell me when they're playing, because it's only obviously when you listen to them, I guess. It comes up like, are they playing in your area? Or it'd be like, this band's playing in your area, and I'll click in it, and they're like, Manchester. It's like, that's not. That's also not my area. Or it'd just be like London. Londoners. I'm not going to bloody London just to go see like this. This band with like.
I went to see 21 Pilots in London recently, and it was like the most expensive trip of my life. Yeah.
And we get to do it next week for 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, I'm not driving. Fuck that.
We do need to plan for that. We do need to plan. I think unless Stevie drives.
Wednesday and Thursday off for that.
Well, I'm doing Thursday the afternoon, so I'm working Thursday afternoon.
Oh, fuck that.
But
I've not got into 9 Inch Nails yet, but I'm about to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be one of those bands I see live and just I'm so blown away by that. And just like I've purposefully held off listening to them because I just want to be like, all right, going in blind. Let's see what the fuck happens because everyone raves about them.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
That would be quite cool to see.
Sick, dude. Apparently they're like a really good show as well.
It's been like 10 years
know.
in the making for me, probably more.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
That's wild.
I'm gonna cream.
Yeah, by the way, if you are a 21 Pilots fan, definitely go see them live if you can. They're fucking phenomenal.
I would love to see 21 Pilots live.
They
Just
are
to
so
just to sing "Wish We Could But Turn Back Time"
good.
to good old days. Just to sing that. I
Man, the
don't
whole
care.
crowd. Oh, it was crazy. Not one person was sat down in seats. It was
Yeah,
fucking
I
sick.
bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
They
that,
really put on a show.
that's sick. I'd love to go to a live show where I actually enjoy the act. Like, don't get me wrong, I went to Louis Tomlinson at the O2, and that was really, really good. Like, bear in mind, I don't like One Direction. I don't like anything to do with them. I went to watch Louis, and he was quite a cool guy just on stage. His stage presence, it felt like he had a bit of a connection with him.
That's cool.
And he knew how to put on a show. And I don't know, maybe it's because it's my first proper like big venue that I've been to, and only I've ever been to, but I think it gave me a whole new respect for him and that whole band as well, because I thought to myself, wow, like I actually enjoyed some of these songs, and I actually knew some of them as well that I didn't realize I knew. But yeah, that was quite cool, to be fair. As I said, a person that I never would have thought in a million years I'd go and see. I went and saw and actually enjoyed it. I think I could probably go and listen to anyone live and enjoy it.
I was gonna say that the live scene for me, anyway, is like where I'm so convinced by an act. Like I won't like an act at all. If I see him live, I'm normally turned around to that act. Like,
yeah,
because you kind of get what they're doing then, don't you? You're kind of part of their gang for a few hours. They like invite you in, and then you're like, oh, I see the thought behind this. I see what's going on, and how they include their audience and everything. It's like, oh, that's really fucking cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like Callum and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, like me and Limp Bizkit.
But hell, I got proper jealous though. I can't lie. Seeing a packed O2 arena, I'm like, that should be me. That'll be me one day.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking hell. Yeah, I get that gig envy.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
so I just jump on the stage and take the mic.
So I'll tell you another band that I had that with, Bring Me the Horizon. I didn't give a fuck about until I saw them live at Download, and I was like, absolutely insanely good, aren't they? I wanted to be the guy that just didn't like them. Do you know what I mean? I was like, nah.
Yeah, you went to hate watch and you came out fucking loving it.
I did. I was like 2 songs in. I was like, they're really fucking good. I was like, oh no.
And then it got turned upside down. Was it the next day with Metallica, or did they play the day before?
Metallica fucking sucked, dude.
Oh, seriously?
Oh my god, I hated Metallica live. Sets as well. They can fuck off. Really pricks.
No way.
It's about time. I haven't had a good Metallica hate speech in a while.
See, when I saw them, I really liked them, but that was in 2014.
Did they just not have Lars Ulrich drumming? Was that the trick?
I don't know. They also did the by request set list, so they just played all of their best songs. Like they just played the one everyone knew, including "Give Me Fuel, Give Me Fire."
Did you see him when he was at was it Wembley? He performed at.
I saw him at Download Festival, so it would be in it's Derby, isn't it? I think.
Derbyshire, Derby.
Donington, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like an open air festival, 90,000, 100,000 people. So, no, it's 110,000 that weekend. And Metallica turned up and fucking sucked ass. They absolutely did not give a shit that they were there. They were just like playing it cool, and and then you feel like the day before, Bring Me the Horizon put on like a show that they've been building for 10 years, and it was fucking really good. Crazy set designs, like it was a huge gothic church thing, and there were so many like suits and things that they had, and all sorts of crazy lighting and fucking pyro and stuff. Metallica turned up and were just boring.
They were there for a paycheck, really, weren't they?
Honestly, they
yeah,
were,
probably.
They really cashed in, because that was basically that year that Download Festival, they hiked their prices, and everyone's like, oh, that's a bit. So then they announced, okay, we're going to do 4 days, and it's like, okay, fair enough. So everyone bought tickets, and they're like, but Metallica are going to do 2 of them. We're like, fuck you guys, man. Like, cheeky bastards. I'd have been fine with Metallica like doing the Sunday or the Friday,
but
not Friday and Sunday.
It's like Wireless this year. I've never been to a festival, but Drake doing all 3 days. Like
that's
like, what's the point?
If you don't like Drake, I know a lot of people like Drake, but if you don't like
Yeah.
Drake, there's
I don't
also
like him.
there's also a lot of people who don't like Drake. Like,
I was going to go to a wireless festival this year because I thought after going to the Louis Tomlinson show, I went right. I want to go to more shows and festivals. I've never been to a festival. I've never been to a show. Got to start doing it more, right?
Yeah.
So I thought wireless is coming up this year. My mate invited me last year, and I didn't go because I had bigger priorities. And I thought, you know what, fuck it. This year's the year. I'm gonna go wireless. Blah blah blah. Saw Drake's headlining. No, fuck it. We'll go next year.
3 times.
that's
3
crazy.
days.
That is a Live Nation in a fucking nutshell, isn't it? Those bastards.
What is he going to perform?
Yeah.
Right, we've got the Friday, fine. Saturday, right, now you're running out of stuff. Sunday,
Yeah.
what has he got? He's going to just repeat the Friday's act. And probably the Saturday act the same.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
that fucks me off. Have you heard Creamfields? I heard Creamfields pretty good for that kind of vibe, or maybe like Reading and Leeds is quite good as well.
I've not heard. No, I'll have a look to be fair, but every time Reading Fest is on, I know it pisses it down with rain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. That's download as well. It's fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
I've seen
Creamfields lineup. Let me see what they got.
Greenfields is more like D&B.
It is a bit more D&D, isn't it?
Yeah, and house and
I actually don't know most of these names. Martin Garrix is there again this year. He's never there. They've got quite a lot. I don't know if this is acts or if this is just what they play though. Because you got David Guetta.
That's an act.
Yeah, but I mean like that is an act. But if you saw this poster I'm looking at, you'd be like, holy shit, that's quite a lot though.
I think it's quite big, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure there's more than one stage as well in there.
Yeah, it would be.
They've just done the alphabetical order.
Oh, they've done the classic.
Fucking cucked. Absolutely cucked. And all the logos are exactly the same. Oh, they got cucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot on there, but I suppose it is pretty big, isn't it? Who's headlining? I don't know.
Well, is there still NAS Festival?
Oh, I don't know if Naz is still going.
Let me get this.
Because that's definitely that. NAS.
I just realised I haven't had the stream on in the background. I'm an idiot. Honestly.
I'll send you this poster. See what you make of it. I fucking have a clue what's going on there. Callum won't be able to click on it.
Yeah, I can do it. I look on my phone.
Yeah, have a look at that on your phone because that is the worst poster I think I've seen in my life. Put it this way: the sponsors are the same size as the headliners in there somewhere.
Oh, NAS Festival's cancelled.
Oh no!
We got cancelled last year, and it doesn't look like it's on this year. No, that was like they did all skateboarding and everything.
Nozfest is on this August the 16th. Regional 1 will be there. The show, so if you can make it down to Southampton on the 16th of August for Nozfest 2025, please do buy your tickets. There's less than 100 left.
It hasn't kicked me off of my face cam, has it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it did.
No, it's about the right time. This is normally about where we start derailing the entire thing. This is kind of what three-quarters of the way in. It's all good. We just completely fuck it.
I've got to watch an ad for 25 seconds to get it. It's all right. Bear with me.
I can do ads. Hold on, I'll come up with an ad while you're watching an ad. Oh, I just did the ad. Fuck Nozfest. 21st of June.
There's Outbreak Festival in Manchester as well, but that's like a mix of that's half metal, half rap. I'd love to go to that one day.
That's like the big energy festival.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's the one where it was like Death Grips one day and something the other day, and I was like, I should have gone, man. I should have just gone.
All should have done it.
I know.
See Death Grips live.
I know they broke up, but they back together again, maybe.
Question mark.
But I think Knock Loose is there this year for like both days or something. They're doing like a whole takeover thing.
People need to stop doing that. I don't like the takeover. I don't like them. Until we're offered one, I hate them, you know?
Yeah. Well, maybe not. I don't know. They just say the Knock Loose takeover, but I don't know if they're doing both days.
Oh, is it a DJ set and a Knock Loose set?
It might be. I don't know if they do DJ sets.
Benji from Skin Dread did that for like every show ever. I think he'd do like a regular show with Skin Dread, then he'd be doing like a DJ set after. To be fair, it's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh my, yeah, Creamfields is all just like DJs.
Yeah, but it's all like the same size logo DJs. Very upsetting.
Pete Tong's there.
There's a lot of names I knew, actually. I was surprised.
I love the title for this stream. We've never had an artist like this before. Whoa.
The clickbait, the clickbait. You need the clickbait, and it's true. It's technically true.
It is true.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm different. Hang on.
I always said that for
So I
ages.
think,
I'm like, what do I call the bloody stream? You never know what to call it sometimes.
Just sat there staring into the.
Honestly, yeah.
You know what I do appreciate? You spelt my name right. No one ever spells my name right.
I did
ever.
spell it
It's
wrong
always-
like
they
4
always
times.
miss the E.
I did it in the post and I had to edit them. And then, yeah, it was quite funny.
Yeah, but at least you went and edited them.
I did realise afterwards. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Autocorrect fucks a lot of people on that one.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Might be
lie. I
that.
might just change my name back to the original. But now I look at the original spelling of Galaxy, and I think it just looks weird. Like since my
Yeah.
name's been with an EY, it just looks weird. There is a reason for the E, but it's a long story.
Give us the reason for the E.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Long
That's what
story
this stream's all
short.
about.
So the name Galaxy came because of two reasons, right? One was my nan, who was like my sort of the only person I could really talk to when I was younger. When I was going through stuff, blah blah blah, she was like my rock. And she passed away, and I sort of started making music when she passed away. I was venting how I felt. Well, I'm sure we'll get into that a bit more later, but I was thinking of a name, and my favorite artist is Eminem, and I thought, well, he's named after a fucking candy bar, right? I thought to myself, my favorite chocolate is Galaxy. And then I
Hell
thought to
yeah.
myself, my nan's favorite chocolate was Galaxy. But not only that, when I was younger, she used to have a telescope, and we used to look at the stars through this massive fucking telescope. And that's what we used to do. Like every time we were around at night, we'd just look through the telescope, look at the stars, at planets, blah blah blah, and we'd look at the galaxy. So I thought, right, Galaxy. And I
That all
wanted.
makes sense. That's so nice, dude. Yeah.
Then the E was, I thought, my two biggest influences to make music. My nan, that's how I started. I was freestyling one day when she passed away because I was proper angry. And Eminem, and he's got the backwards E. So my name actually was Galax backwards EY. That's how it was. And then I thought copyright's gonna fuck me here, so I'll just do Galaxy how it is. And then yeah, that's the whole story behind my name, really.
That's awesome, dude. That's actually like really nicely thought through.
But everyone just thinks I'm a bit of a
Man likes space. That's what they go and they
Yeah.
go, oh, man likes space.
they just think I'm a bit like what's it called? What's that thing where you can't spell?
Dyslexic.
Dyslexic. Yeah, they just think I'm
If you can't
right.
spell, good luck spelling dyslexic, by the way. That is
Yeah.
such a fucking evil thing to have called it.
Dyslexic.
You should have called it like thud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. I've got thud. No,
Right.
I'm dyslexic. Fuck. That's so brutal. But man, that's absolutely awesome, you know. And actually, while you mention it, let's get into that. So, in terms of like the lyrics that you sort of center a lot of your music around, you say you sort of spent a lot of time venting. Do you want to open up about that a little bit? That'd be really nice.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's something I'm quite open about since making music. But when I was younger, I said earlier, I feel like me and I relate to Eminem a lot because I had a similar-ish background. Not to the point like I didn't have a crackpot mum and a deadbeat dad. I didn't have that, but thank God for that. But you know, I used to go from move from place to place all the time, and when I was younger, the main part was the bullying. Like I used to get bullied on a daily, like beaten up badly. It used to be a case of I'd walk to school, and you had like two entrances to my school. You had the front entrance and the side entrance, but then you had another one that not many people knew. And I used to walk all the way around, maybe a mile detour through the woods, right, and through the back field, and then into class. and I'd walk through the woods just to avoid being spotted for an extra couple of hours, to avoid getting beaten up at the front gate, or you know, and that's just how my life was from probably year 2 onwards. Year 2 to year 4, I've sort of dealt with 1 or 2 bullies, whatever. But year 5 to year 9, I struggled badly with mostly gang members. Yeah, mostly gang members. I'm not going to say what gang, because if they're seeing this somehow, it's Pete. But but yeah, we used to have some issues with that, and like, you know, they do stupid shit. Like in PE, I'd be dressed and they'd chuck my clothes up it's like a tunnel upwards, right? And a bit of glass like in the roof, right? And imagine it's just a pyramid out this roof, and they've chucked all my clothes up there. So I've got no clothes, I've got to wear my PE stuff, and they drag me like when I'm getting changed, and the teachers aren't there or whatever. One of them pissed in the toilet and shoved my head in there. It was quite funny looking back at it, but yeah, like stuff like that. I used to hide in the corner of like behind a bin and shit, and hope no one would notice me, and like just be on my own for years. Didn't have any friends, no one to turn to, and that's sort of what this song's about. Me and my mate were talking about our lives and growing up and stuff. I said things like, you know, I used to walk through the woods so I didn't get clocked. And my friends, what friends? Man, I didn't have AP. No one would have gave a fuck if I was pushing up daisies. And that's just like one lyric of that song.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
And stuff like getting home, my mum asking, "Oh, what are these bruises from?" I'd say football, or I don't know, they just appeared. Like, no, of course they didn't just fucking appear, but I'm not going to tell my mum I'm getting bullied at school. She's a social worker. She's got enough to deal with, you know. And I took up martial arts and started defending myself, and that's when it all stopped, really. Once I got good at that, but
yeah,
it took a long time. But as I said, I'm grateful for it, because now I make music and I've got something that I love out of it.
Yeah, man, and you know what? Really fucking good on you for finding the positive out of that as well. And getting through that, because that's a shit time.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Sound bad.
Curious, what martial arts did you study?
I done kung fu.
Nice, dude. Wing Chun, yeah. Oh, awesome. Studied a bit, yeah. I had similar situation when I was in school. Sort of like more year 4 to year 7 than anything, and I did a bit of martial arts to get a bit of confidence up as well. Started off with Bushido Jiu-Jitsu, and then moved into Kung Fu and Shaolin, then into Wing Chun as well. Nice. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Absolutely legend. So good on you, man.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Ouch. Callum, we'll do a closer. We're nearly at the hour.
Okay.
Do you want to do a quick fire, or have you got like another solid one?
Let me have a look. I'll pick from the...
He's going to look for his notes. Yeah, I'll pick from my nose.
Let's have a look. I'll do my Minecraft villager.
Oh, that's a zombie, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't treat my villagers well. All my villagers end up as zombies. I don't mean to. They just.
I see you lot have a fucking Minecraft server. I'm gonna have to jump on that later.
We need to get it back up and go. We're all so hungry for it.
Yeah.
We haven't used it in 2 years.
We've been waiting for Uncentered, but
yeah, dude.
How likely? I'm getting motorbiked. I'm getting motorbiked again. We could just snoop in and swoop in
a few people
with the gap in the market.
Join the server.
That'd be jokes. We should do some videos and stuff like that. Definitely.
Fucking right. Yeah. All right, let's do that. I'm in.
Cool.
I'm installing it as we speak. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm ready when you lot are.
Already installed. Sick. All right.
Hang in.
I think there's a few people from other bands as well that are keen on it, so that'd be really cool.
That would be.
Could you imagine?
Sort of thing, yeah. Mate, it'd be sick.
We'd have to do a round, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we'll just do a round this time. We can offset the costs. If we get registered as a business, we can offset it against it's a business.
We need, as long as we make one video, out of it, be like, this is for the business.
business class. Perfect.
Which we should do that. Like, we 100% should do that. The less money I can give the government, the better life is. Honestly.
Why
and then,
not?
and then
Why
we'll do a testing beers video, and then all
Testing
the
beers, yeah.
Wait,
I wonder
speaking
which
of
whiskey's
testing
the
beers.
best out of these 500 whiskies I bought.
Speaking of testing beers, have you tried the Jeremy Clarkson Hawkston stuff?
yeah.
Here we are.
We have.
Yeah,
do you
I'm
guys
not a beer
think of
drinker.
that?
These guys love it.
Neither am I. I'm not a beer drinker. But what do you think about that?
It was pretty good. It was beer. It was quite nice. It was like a nice beer.
I've
that's
had
good.
mad mixed reviews. Bear in mind, like I work at a chicken shop, but I work behind a bar at a chicken shop, right? Big up Chicken George. But yeah, we had that stuff come in, and so many people have bought it, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is sick." And then we all tried it. We're like, "That's all right."
It's all right, yeah.
It's the magic of
It's a nice
branding.
beer.
That is brand
Yeah,
magic,
real.
is what that is. To
Honestly,
be fair, it was pretty good. I think I had a sip of Stevie had the cider, didn't he? And that
Yeah,
was
he had the
quite nice.
cider. Yeah.
Yeah, that was tasty. I did have a sip of the beer, and like obviously I'm not a beer drinker, but I did think it was quite good. Like it tasted good quality. We got it actually on the way back from tour. One of the shows we did up in the Midlands. We came down and actually went to the farm and that. It was pretty cool, man. Like it was nice. It was like a bit of a pilgrimage for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not a beer drinker. I've tried the ciders, and the for once I actually prefer the dark fruit to the apple. I don't like. I love apple cider, but the dark fruits was really nice. The apple, I just it was alright.
Yeah, regular. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, I've just finished watching the new season as well. It's fucking. I enjoyed it. It's a bit brutal, I thought, but it was good. Have you finished it, Cal?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah. The other day.
Yeah. Have you been watching Clarkson's Farm at all?
Mate, I ain't even started it. I can't lie to you. I need to watch it.
It's
but
so
I just-
good. It's so
I'm one of them
addictive.
people. I'll say I need to watch this, and then when it comes to watching something, I'm like, what do I want to watch? And then I just won't watch anything.
And you forget, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you'll
And
look
I've got
through. You'll
all
go
these
through the
things in
For
the
You
list.
page.
Yeah, I've got all these things in a list, and people say, "Oh, you need to watch Clarkson's Farm." I fucking knew that was something I was meant to watch.
Slam that at the top of the list. You can watch that
Yeah.
with your missus as well. That's one you can like. They like it too. The girls like it too.
Yeah,
It's all about.
Yeah,
There's lots of cute
enjoy it.
animals and shit. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, look at the pigs.
They, honestly, I'm about to do season 3 again. That's brutal when it comes to pigs. It's fucking. But you learn so much as well. Like it's genuinely really fucking interesting. I thought it was just gonna be a bit like Top Gear, where it's like, yeah, it's fun, it's entertaining, but I don't really care that much. But no, I really like Clarkson's Farm.
I don't know what to expect. I was expecting just like I love Jeremy Clarkson, but when I saw Clarkson's Farm, I was like, he's either a serious farmer and it's going to be boring, or he just does stupid shit on a farm.
What if it
And
was
it'll be
both?
fun.
Yeah. What?
What if it was
I don't-
exactly both?
I haven't come to that conclusion.
If you have time this evening to watch the first episode, I
Yeah.
guarantee you'll get hooked.
I can't lie. As soon as we're done with this call, if we ain't playing Minecraft, I'm fucking Clarkson's Farm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
Because
do
we've
that.
got a meeting at 9:30, so you can have
Right.
fun stuff.
God.
We have we're announcing it on Saturday. What's happening now? I won't say too much, but we're going out to Europe. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
Gonna
Cool.
go to the warm place.
Lovely.
Callum's never been abroad.
Yeah. I've never been abroad,
you
so
not?
no.
We're taking
Man.
him.
Go on. Enjoy it.
We
Oh,
should do a little
I need your
vlog
passport
thing.
details.
I'll
so
tell him
good.
right now.
Yeah,
I'll tell him to you right now on stream.
Yeah. If you
Right.
actually, while we're at
So
it, I
my
need your
passport
details.
number is.
Yeah. You know to do your credit cards.
And your debit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the little numbers on the back.
The
I'll need those
wacky
too.
digits on the back.
And the
There's
and the
3 wacky
CVC
digits.
and the date. Expiry date, please.
That's my card. So there's no
Don't worry
numbers.
up, Cal.
Oh, no numbers.
I want-
No.
I wonder if someone could just be sat there with a card machine for 100 quid, tap it through the screen.
That'd freak you out, wouldn't it? Like, what kind of magic is it? Right, I think we're over the hour, boys. So
We have got
if
one
you're
big,
happy to wrap-
the biggest
one big
question.
one. Do it, do the
Where's
big
the
one.
best place for people to find you?
Instagram, Galaxy Official. Spotify, Galaxy with an E. Apple Music, etc. yeah, but definitely drop me a follow and drop these guys a follow as well on Instagram. Yeah, Galaxy Official on Instagram. Best
Thank you
place
so
to
much,
find me.
dude.
All my links are in the bio for everything.
Links
Amazing,
in bio.
man.
Links in bio.
Hell yeah, dude.
Always the link in
Yeah.
bio.
You start getting those yet in your bloody Instagram. Yeah. 10 billion people and all this shit.
Yep.
Oh, we had a good one where we can be on the front of Woman's Magazine. Apparently, we're
Oh.
strong, independent female content creator. We can be on the front of Woman's Magazine.
Love
Ooh.
that.
Seems legit.
Put a wig on and put a high pitched voice on. I'm sure you'll be able to.
Smash it, absolutely nail it. We're in. All right, well, man, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you this evening. Thank you so much for coming on. When
Thank
your
you,
album's
thanks for having
ready,
me.
when you start releasing stuff, give us a shout. We'll book you back in and
100%.
give a bit more of a shout out if you're up for it. And
Definitely.
yeah, absolute pleasure again, man. Thank you so much. To everyone watching, thank you so much. Also, if you're watching live, hello, good evening. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday evening tonight. If you're watching in the future, to us, it's in the future, but we'll also be in the present because we are presently in the future or something.
What the
I think I got lost there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching from the past. We appreciate it. And yeah, guys, we'll catch you next week. Are we back on next week? Callum, who we got next week?
No, we're at 9 Inch Nails next week.
We're at 9 Inch Nails next
There's
week.
no
we will
one.
not be here next week.
We will not be here. This is one time
We'll be here the week after with who?
We'll be here the week after with Matty Ram.
name.
Matty Ram.
Matty Ram.
Sick.
No idea who that is. We'll find out.
That's what it's about, dude. That's
Yeah.
what I like about it. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. We'll
Yeah.
catch you week after next.
Subscribe so you don't miss.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Bye.
Subscribe to everything.
Oh, I've lost YouTube. I need to open up YouTube. So
This is
bye.
the bit where it takes too long to
There we
close
go.
it. And my arm